when to open.
Okay, you are live. I will close our...
Okay, can I start now?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Sandro, for all your help. Okay, so hello guys, welcome to my live stream simul. We start simul now. Some players would like to late join, so we can start late join then. Some guys can late join, of course. I hope you see me on YouTube. Everything working fine, the camera, the board is fine, everything is fine. So let's start. This is Sox Gambit, my first opponent. Hi Sox Gambit. Okay, let's go c4, Damasta. I think we never played before. This is the new player, so let's go e4. Hi Krieger, let's go knight f3. We played before. Mate or die, we play many times. Hi Nas, you ready for dinner after simul? So we can make a very nice game today. So what to play against you? Let's go knight f3. Shafkat, hi Shafkat, we played many times before. So let's go e4. Okay, so some players can late join, just like I said. So we have a lot of time for the late join. So let's go to Sicilian. Mate or die. Okay, let's go to bishop g5. Trompowski opening. Let's go to c4 here. Sox Gambit play e6. Let's go g3. Some kind of Catalan stuff, I guess. Mate or die play knight d7. Let's go knight f3, or I can go here also. Yeah, let's go knight f3. Okay, let's go bishop b5. g3 just here. We have to wait more players. I think it's only 5-6 players, not so much. But this is the first YouTube live stream simul. What is this? Wow, you blunder a queen. Knight e4, okay, knight e4. Okay, okay. Let's accept take back, but be careful next time. Okay, I go castle, bishop g2. Okay, you can join again, mate or die. Mate or die, just join again. We can play new game. That's okay. If you hear me and see me on live stream. Okay, he just blundered a piece, the queen, mate or die. Okay, Shafkat, let's go d4. Let's play Scotch opening. Knight e4. Okay, c6, interesting move. I will go now queen c2. Okay, Shafkat play knight f6. I go knight c3 now. We have 4 knights defense, Scotch opening, d6. Nas plays some kind of King's Indian. Okay, I will go knight c3 here. We have English or King's Indian, we can see. Depends. Aha, e5. Okay, let's go d3. We play English Nas. I hope you will have good appetite for the dinner later. d3. Okay, d5, that's a nice move. So now I can go, I mean c5 is interesting move. Now I can play c takes d5 maybe, that's interesting. Yeah, let's play that. Just take that. Play against that pawn. Yeah, bishop b4, very good move. I take on c6 here. So this is variation, Shafkat. Okay, e4, e5, let's go knight f3 here. h6, interesting move. He wanna stop my move bishop g5, that's interesting move. So I go here with the a3 idea. Okay, let's go d4. This is new game, Human Tornado. Welcome joining my simul Human Tornado. So just like I said, everybody of you can lay join, guys. Let's go d4. Okay, here I will go one little weird move what likes to play Paul Morphy here. This is Philidor defense. Knight d4 is common move and most often played, but queen d4 is interesting. Okay, so here I go c3. Okay, here I go bishop b5. Mate or die, you can join in another game, so you blunder queen, but we can play another game, no problem, if you wish. Okay, so now what's going on here? Let's go queen c, knight f3, just knight f3, yeah, bishop c6 now. Okay, let's play f4 here, h6, that's unusual move. Usually black play d5 in this moment, but h6 shafkat play, that's interesting. I will go castle now. Okay, so now I can go bishop g5 move. That move likes to play Paul Morphy, one of my favorite players. Shafkat play, Nas play bishop e6. He wants to push d5, I think. But is that really good move what he played? I don't want to allow him that, so I will play that. This is mistake because I can take on g7 now, so I think black make very big mistake, so I can just simply take on g7. Okay, my opponent play knight c6. So now I can go, what can I do now? I can go d4 maybe, that's interesting. Very interesting move, or I can go castle. Let's go castle first, so see what's going on here. I can play just bishop f4, some kind of London system. So Krieger played d5, interesting move. So I can take that, or I can play bishop b3. So let's see, what can I do? Probably bishop b3 here. Knight f6, that's interesting move. Okay, so let's play just d4 here. Okay, I will go knight f3 now. So just like I said, guys, who wanna lay join, he can lay join, no problem. So after d6, I can go now h3, I can play f4. So I have many good moves here. What can I do here? I can play queen f3, yeah, that move is also interesting. For white, I think it's very interesting move. Or I can just play h3, so defendable move. Let's go h3 for beginning and see what's going on. Okay, my opponent play e6, so here I will go e3. Queen d7, that's interesting idea. I don't know. This looked like a blunder. I will take that. Okay, so c5 move. Okay, I want to play this, knight bd2. Okay, he took a pawn, and now I can play rook d1 with the idea to back that pawn. I can play also bishop g5 or probably rook d1. Okay, he took on e4, Krieger, I took, now he played knight c6, interesting move. So now I can go queen a4 probably. That seems to me like a good idea, so seems to me like very good move. Yes, like very good move. Oh, Nas, you resign. Why you resign? Okay, so he lost the piece, that's why he resigned. Okay, he played d takes e4, I played d takes e4, so Krieger still thinks. Okay, so we have here more games. Yes, Damasta, you can late join, so you can probably play another game, I don't know. So I already won two games and 5 in progress. Okay, Human Tornado played bishop b7. Okay, I will go h3 here. So Sox Gambit inactive. Now he back in the game. Okay, I go bishop d3 here. Welcome back, Sox Gambit. So now I can probably try knight b2. That's my idea. Followed by knight b3. So let me see. I can also play queen a4. That's also interesting move. Yeah. Just queen a4 and try to trade that. Queen a4. But maybe then, I don't know. Maybe that's not the best move, but we can see. What can I do here? Come on guys, late join. Don't be afraid to play in my simul. Will be fun. You can watch on YouTube also. So what can I do here? a3 maybe. That's interesting move. With the idea before. That's look like an interesting move, but of course I have other moves here. I don't have to rush. Knight b2 maybe, or even queen a4. Queen a4. I don't have to rush to back that pawn. That pawn is a weak. So let's see. If I play knight bd2, maybe yes. Yes. Okay, so let's see. What can I do here? I can play b3 also. That's also an interesting move. So what's going on here? Queen d2, knight bd2, knight bd2, or queen a4. Queen a4. Let's go queen a4. Let's go queen a4 and see what's going on here. Okay, so he played knight c6 here. And now what is the plan? Maybe f5. Maybe f5 looked like a good idea. f5. Yeah, f5 really looked like a good idea. I will play f5. Okay, he played rook e8 here, so probably I will go castle. Just castle here. Typical London system position. That's a good move. I can go bishop c2 now. I think we played before Human Tornado and me is a position like this, I think. I guess, I can't remember, but now I will go definitely e4, so that's my plan. Let's see what's going on. Okay, so the Gambit still thinks, Shafkat also. Okay, Nas, that's a good game. If you want to play another game, you can like join. Okay, so you can definitely. Who lost the game? He can join again, guys. Mate or Die and Nas can join again if you see me and hear me on live stream. So. Okay, so we have here okay, Human Tornado takes, so knight takes. Okay, so okay, bishop c5. Bishop c5, I see. Okay, so what can I do now? He defending a pawn. That move I expected. So let's go a3. Okay, he played bishop f5. No, he took on f5 and I can take also. Okay, my opponent played knight b6. Okay, so now I can play probably, let's see, maybe knight d5 here. That looks interesting. Knight d5. Or I can take on f6 and then play knight d5. That's also interesting. So I can also play maybe knight c5. That's also interesting move. But then he can play maybe knight d5. I don't know. So human tornado. Knight b6. Knight f6. Bishop f6. Maybe bishop b4. Then knight d5. That's interesting, yeah. And maybe a4 then. I can also play queen e2, that's also interesting. So maybe knight c5 is the best move because I'm stopping bishop b7 in that case. Okay, Kate face late join. High Kate face. Okay. Okay, d3, okay. Okay, so he threats on e3, so I must play this move. Okay, so he played knight f6 here, let's go c4. Okay, bishop e7 move. So what can I do here? Queen h5 maybe. That looks like interesting move. Queen g4 I can play, that's also interesting move. Queen g4, g6, queen h5, castle. Yeah, I have a lot of moves here. Queen g4, queen g4. Aha. Take and take. He can go here. Interesting, yeah. Very interesting move, queen g4. Queen g4. I can also maybe have some other moves here. What's going on here? Who hear me and see me on live stream, I mean on YouTube, you can tell me, guys. Maybe you, Krieger, if you see me and hear me. Okay, so what can I do now? Queen h5, castle, queen h5, castle. Interesting. Yeah, let's go queen h5. I like that move. Okay, let's go knight c3 here. My opponent played castle, and now probably I will gonna play f4 here, or queen f3. What is better? I don't know. Probably f4. f4 and queen f3 or queen f3. Queen f3, queen g3. That's the plan. Or bishop d2. Or bishop d2. I have plenty of good moves here. So probably queen f3. Let's go queen f3. Okay, he played knight b6 here. Ah, this is the game, yes. Yeah, here I said I like knight c5, so yeah, probably knight c5. Let's try that. Okay, my opponent play everybody thinking. Okay, he played castle here. Now I can take on d3, or I can play b4 first. Maybe b4 first, and then yeah, let's go b4 first. I wanna kick back that bishop from c5. Okay, he took on c5. Huh, he traded the queens, interesting, okay. Let's take that. Knight d5, nice. Very nice, and now probably bishop d6, huh? Yeah, this seems to me like a good idea. Okay, bishop e7, and now what? Bishop b2 or rook d3? Probably I have to play rook d3, yes. Just rook d3, back that pawn. I can play bishop f1, but actually I have to play rook d3, I think. I have to back that pawn. Okay, bishop b7, and now what? Knight d4 or knight e5? Knight d4, a6. Knight e5, what is better? Knight e5 probably is better. Knight e4, maybe he can go e5, but I'm not so sure that's a good move for him. So probably knight e4, because it's a little tempy. Let's go knight e4. Aha, bishop f5, okay, this is what I expected. And now I have to play rook d1, that's logical move. Okay, g3, I think we played last week on this way, cat face. So you replied the opening. This is English hedgehog system, very solid for black, not so bad for me too, so we can make interesting game today. Okay, e6, very nice. Now we'll go castle. Okay, let's go b3. This is what they played last time, I think. Rook c8, interesting. Okay, so what he threats? He threats something, huh? Maybe. Okay, so what can I do now? Interesting move. Rook c8. Yeah, I can play knight e1 to stop that idea. That's not such a big problem, but I'm looking for some better move here. Maybe knight c3. Yeah. Maybe knight c3. Knight c3. Maybe knight c3. Okay. Okay, so what can I do now? Just like I said, you can late join, guys. We have still more room for more players. I hope everything is fine with the live stream. I guess so. Okay. Okay, so what can I do here? Knight c3. Knight c3, knight b4. Maybe knight h4. Maybe that's the right move, yeah. Because if you play bishop b1, I can just take, and I have to kick back the bishop from annoying threats. Bishop c2 in some variation. Yes. What can I do else here? I can just move my rook here on e1 maybe and avoid that idea, but in some variation he still threats that, so what can I do here? I can play something here, I don't know, so it's Gambit. If you hear me and see me, tell me is fine on YouTube. I tried to send you the tell, but it said you not receive tells while playing, so you can tell me it's fine. So let's see, what can I do here? How to defend this? How to defend this idea? Aha, here's a tire dead. He said he will lay join, high tire dead. Okay, I am black in this game, so no problem, you can play. I can be black, just play. Just play, no problem. Okay. Okay, so let's see, rook a c8. Bishop b2. Okay, accepted now. Okay, let's go d4. Okay, what play a5 here? Interesting. Okay, so let's block that pawn. Okay, he goes castle, and now my idea is actually rook f3 here. That was my idea. I'm not so sure that's the best move, but we can see. We can see. Rook h3, rook f3, and rook h3. I can also go knight e2, knight f3. That's also interesting idea. Rook f3 looks very directly. Rook f3, rook h3. So he can try queen b6, of course, but probably knight e2 is better idea. I don't know. Probably, yeah. Knight e2, rook f3. Rook f3, rook h3. Okay, let's go rook f3. It's look a little wild, but it's interesting. Let's go. Okay, he played g6. He played bishop castle, and I go bishop e2 here. Okay, this is the position, so probably I have to play now knight h4. I don't know. So it's look like that's the best move. Yeah, let's go knight h4. Okay, dad play this, I will go c3 now. Okay, a6 move, here we have. Okay, so now what can I do? I can push c6 here, that's interesting. c6 and put that bishop on very bad place. Or I can play first a4. a4 was also an interesting move. So what is actually better? Hard to say, but c6, bishop c8, and then a4 maybe. That's an interesting idea. c6, he must play bishop c8, that's only move. Definitely only move for him. So it's questionable, is that pawn weak or not after that move, so I think it's not so weak, but let's see. c6, he can go bishop c8, yeah. That's only move. And now maybe knight f3 I can go. Interesting, yeah. Looked like an interesting idea. Let's try that. Okay, so he played queen d6 here. Interesting move. And now I can go rook h3. Then probably he can play h6. That's only move, I guess. What can I do else? Knight d2 maybe. Rook g3, interesting too. Yeah, let's go rook h3 first. Just attack that. Okay, he played this, so now I will probably take on d5. Okay, he played 6, that expectable move. Now what? Knight d2 or rook g3? Rook g3 is very interesting. I can also play queen g4. That's also interesting move. Queen g4. Yeah, that's also a very interesting move. Queen g4. Queen g4. That give me option for bishop f4 later, but I don't know, maybe that's nothing much for me. Rook g3, he can play king h8 anyway. And if I play knight d2 and knight d4, that looks interesting too. So yeah, probably knight d2. Yeah, I think so. That's look like a very good idea. Let's go knight d2 and see what's going on. Okay, he played bishop d7. Interesting move. And now, of course, I have to move my queen. I have to move definitely my queen, and that probably will be b3 square, because c2 will be very bad for me, so b3. Okay, so here I go bishop g5 or bishop f4. Let's go bishop g5. Okay, can face play knight d5. Now I can go d4, or I can take on d5, so d4, c takes, knight takes, d4, c takes, d4, knight d5, queen d5. Can face a little change his opening from the last game. I think he didn't play on this way, or maybe I played different, I can't remember now. So I can take on d5. So okay, so can take on d5, queen takes e4, e4, interesting, 2, knight, e4, knight b4, yeah, d4, e4, knight c3 actually is a good move for him, so rook c1, I can play queen c1 here, yeah, queen c1 is possible idea. I can also play knight e5, yeah, that also looks interesting, so let's go knight e5. Let's see what's going on. Okay, bishop e6, interesting. He really wants my queen. Okay, so what can I do now? Queen b2, queen b2. Yeah, queen b2. Queen d3. Queen d3 maybe, yeah. Queen d3 seems to me fine. Or queen b2, what is better? Queen b2, knight, maybe knight e4 or queen b2, I don't like that, yeah. Yeah, let's play queen d3. Okay, so he played queen e5, interesting move. He attacked my pawn, but he also threats on e1, maybe. Maybe one is a threat. So I can play rook f3, so definitely I can defend it, so that's not such a big problem. If I play knight f3, he can take on f5, so that's not good for me. I can go rook g3 here. Bishop f5, queen h6. I don't know. Probably rook f3, yeah. Just rook f3, huh? Okay, let's play that. Seems to me like a good move. Queen d5, yeah, okay, I know. Knight h4 now is interesting. Queen d7, bishop b7, queen b7, but I don't want to play that. I want to play something better here, maybe just d4 or d3. d4 or d3. I can also play queen c1 here, so yeah, probably d3. Let's go d3. Okay, here I go. Just like this. e3 or knight d2. Knight d2. Let's go knight d2. Okay, rook fd8. He played interesting move. Knight f5. Looks interesting. Just bishop b2, I think I have to play. Okay, he played queen h5, interesting. And now I can go knight e5 and trade the light bishops. But this is nothing much. I can go e4 also here. e4. Or now knight e5. So knight e5, bishop f6 actually, so everything is fine, guys, with the live stream. I guess so, it's fine. Nobody answered me, but I guess so it's fine. Okay, so 95, bishop g2, king g2. e4 maybe. I can also play e3, that's also interesting. So if I play d4, he can just play bishop f6. Nothing much for me here. I think I'm probably slightly better here. So what can I do now? Queen c1 maybe. 95. Okay, let's go just like this, e3. Okay, so he played b5. Interesting move. Interesting move. He wants probably bishop b7 or something. Okay, what can I do now? Knight f1 probably. I have to play that, yeah. Let's try that, because I don't have a good spot for my knight. Yeah, just knight f1. Okay. My opponent played d5 here. Okay, let's go e3. Knight d7, very nice. So, okay, so now we need to probably, I guess, rook f d1. Rook f d1. I can go d4 now, yeah. d4 looked like a good move, but he can just play bishop f6 then, I guess. Knight d5, queen d1, rook d1, knight d5, queen d1, rook d1. Let's go knight d5, seems to me good, yeah. I can force endgame here. Let's go that. Knight d4. Okay, that's interesting. d4, I can go knight f3 now probably. Or knight d2. I can also go knight c3, that's also interesting move. Knight c3, he threats maybe bishop h4, maybe he threats that. I can play knight f3 of course and back my knight in the center. So what is good here? Knight c3, knight f3, knight f3. Yeah, I think I must play knight f3. It will be too much to give him that option. Yeah, queen d1. Okay, let's trade that. Okay, so he played this, and now I will go f4. Bishop a6, interesting move. Okay, maybe rook d1 now. Or queen g3, what is better? Maybe queen g3 looks interesting. Yeah, he trade here. Knight d7 maybe. Maybe knight d7, maybe not, I don't know. So knight d7, bishop f3, knight f8, bishop d1, knight d7. He can even play rook d8, so I don't know. Knight d7. Knight d7, knight d7. King g2. Knight d7. Bishop f3. Knight f8. bishop d1, rook d1, and bishop f8. That was endgame. So let's take that. Okay, he took here. What can I do now? Bishop h6 maybe. Knight h5, queen g4. No, I don't have time for that. I have to take here. Okay, so he took on e5, bishop e5. Okay. King s7, that's a nice move. Now what, f4? Probably f4, okay. d8. Wow, this move I didn't expect it against Human Tornado. This move I really didn't expect it. After long thinking, Human Tornado. What's the point? Well, what about bishop? Aha, he wants to add the bishop on the right place. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Bishop e5 I can play. Or I can play c takes rook d6. C takes rook d6, a4. C takes rook d6, a4. I can go b4 there now. Anybody can tell me, can you see me and hear me on the live stream? Okay, so I'm in on YouTube. C takes bishop. I like that bishop. I like that bishop very much, so. I don't know. C takes rook d6. Seems to me like the pawn in dangerous after that, so. Yeah, no, I will hold my bishop here definitely. Okay, so he played bishop f6. Okay, he wanted to trade that. That was absolutely. Aha, stream is very choppy. I don't know. Internet is fine. I checked before live stream, so I'm sorry about that, guys, if that happened. So okay, bishop f6. This looks like everything works fine. So can you see me and hear me, or is cutting? d4 now, we can go f6, so that's not such a good idea. d4 f6. Okay, probably I have to move my bishop somewhere. Probably here. Just move my bishop. Okay, so what he did, queen g f6, f6, I see. Okay, so what now? Knight g3 maybe. Maybe knight g3, maybe not, I don't know. Bishop f4 is not good. I think I have to play knight g3. Yeah, I think so. Interesting. This is very interesting. Bishop d5 is tempting me to play bishop d5. Bishop d5. Bishop f4 I can't play. I would like to play bishop f4, but okay, so I'm not so sure about this. Queen g4 or bishop g5. Queen g4, knight d5, of course, that was a silly idea. Knight g3, knight d5. And then rook f4. Yeah, knight d5. Rook g3 I can go, rook g3. Is that really good move? Rook g3, knight d5. Rook g3, rook g3. Yeah, I'm thinking about, I'm not so sure about knight g3 or rook g3, so knight g3, knight d5, that looks tempting. And then I can go, let's say, rook f4. For example. Yeah, for example. I can also play rook g3 maybe. Yeah, rook g3 or rook, knight g3. To be or not to be question is now. Rook g3, knight g3. Both moves are very interesting, yeah. Yeah, rook g3 is very tempting, I must say, but 3, knight e5, rook f4. Let's go knight g3. Let's go knight g3. I like that move. Okay, so bishop c5 check. Now definitely I can trade the bishops or play king h1. So what is better? Bishop e3. Of king h1. Okay, so let's go this. Just like that. That you do working well. Thank you very much for this information. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So bishop d3 now. So rook d7. Okay, absolutely fine move. So let's put my king on f3 now. And king on e2. I can also double my rooks. Well, let's move the king first, yeah, let's move the king. Okay, we trade the bishops. Okay. So Gambit, that said, everything is fine with the live stream, so maybe your internet is not fine. But anyway, thank you for information. Okay, now what? Knight c3 probably. Let's see what's going on here. Knight c3, knight c3, knight c3, knight c3 look like a very good move. And now we're gonna play that, yes. Just play that. Okay, rook a d8 he played. And now let's go to king e2. Just improve my king. Oops, what's going on? Queen h4, I see. Okay. Queen h4. Okay, so he attacked my queen. So definitely I can trade the queens. Or maybe I have some better move, huh? f6, what about f6? f6, f6, or maybe some other move here, I don't know. f6, bishop f6. That seems to me not such a good idea. I can go rook f4 or bishop f4. So I can play bishop d5 here, that's also interesting, yeah. Bishop d5, just pin that knight. Just pin that knight. So what can I do else here? Maybe I can go queen g6 here. But then he can go knight e5, so that would be a bad idea for me. Bishop d5. Okay, that's not good. Queen h4. Queen h4, bishop h4, and knight h5, maybe. I can go bishop f4 here, also interesting move. Maybe. Okay, definitely he wanna trade the queens. If I play bishop d5, he can definitely play bishop d7, I think. Yes. And bishop d7. I can play... I don't have to trade the queens because my queen is defending, so if I really play f6 here, is that really give me something after bishop f6? I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah, bishop d5 I can play and stop that idea. But is that really good for me? Maybe I have some better move here. Okay, so queen h4. Okay, this is not easy. This is not easy indeed. Maybe bishop f4, yeah. Probably that was the best move. Let's play that. Okay, he played bishop b3, I play queen e3 and queen d7. Okay, perfect. Now what can I do now? Now my plan is double rooks, probably rook f2 and rook fe1. Okay, so he played this move, f6. Now I can go definitely d4. Just d4. Let's play that. Okay, so he played bishop g4. Interesting. Now probably knight a4 or knight b5. So that's the question. That's the question. Probably knight a4 first. Just knight a4 first, yeah. Or maybe, wait a second. Can I do else here? Yeah, probably knight a4 is fine for me, so. Okay, he took on d4. Okay. Bishop a8, yeah. That move I expected, of course. c7 or c8. You don't have problem with that at all. a4 b4. a4 b4, c takes, knight takes. Maybe something like that. Maybe, but I'm not so sure that's the best move. I can go also rook d2, another rook. Yeah, that's also possible. What else I can do here? Yeah, let's go a4. I must open a file. So. Okay, so he played d5, interesting move. Interesting move. What now? Queen c5 probably. Seems to me like a good idea. I can also play queen d4. That also looks fine, yeah. Queen f3 is possible. Queen f3 looks nice. Yeah, let's go queen f3. Okay, bishop c5. Okay, so I have to trade that. Queen h5, knight h5. Okay. Okay, what now? Knight f3. Yeah, just knight f3. c7. Okay. Now, of course, I can go rook c1 here. But is that the best move? Hard to say. Hard to say. Probably yes. Probably yes, yeah. Okay, he took on a4, I take. Thank you, Tardet. Rook c8, wow. I didn't expect this move. I expected b4 honestly, but I think this is not good for him. I think this is definitely not good. He gave me very good efforts now. Okay, that move, and now what? e5. e5 or not? e5. e5 looks fine, yeah. Let's go e5. I like e5. A takes b5. Okay, so now I can take on b5. I can take on c6. Now I can defend it with rook a6. That's the point. That's the point. But I can also take on b5 with the knight. And then he can play what? If he play, okay, so Yeah, I think b4 was better for you, Human Tornado. I'm not so sure this is good move for you, but let's see. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Huh. Interesting, yeah. Anyway, I like very much rook a6, so I will go that move for sure. Yes, I will play that move. Okay, so you play knight d5. Yeah, now rook d2. That's my idea. Rook d2. Seems to me I'm winning a pawn. Or maybe I'm wrong. Or rook d1 first. No, first rook d1, yeah. First rook d1. Definitely rook d1. Knight c7. Wow. What is this? Okay, what is this? Okay. Rook, bishop c7, rook c7. Knight b5, rook c6. Rook a7, maybe. Knight d5. Interesting, interesting. But I have some funny idea with bishop c7, rook c7 and rook a1. If that really works. And then knight b5, yeah. I like that idea, bishop c7. Rook a1, it looks very annoying for him. Let's play that. Okay, he played rook d7. Now rook d1. Or maybe b4 a4 plan. Is that a good plan? I don't know. Rook d1. Rook d1, king d1, look, droish. Very droish, yeah. Probably look very droish, yeah. So king c2, 5, king d3, even b5, king d4, yeah, that's look like a draw. I can go b4 and a4. Nothing much. Rook a1. Maybe rook c1, maybe. Rook c1. Yeah, let's try rook c1. I like that move. Okay. So he played rook d8. Yeah, that's the point, but now I have this move. Now I have this move. Okay, he played queen d7. Queen d7. Knight c5. Okay. Knight g5. Knight g5. Knight g5. Maybe knight c5, yeah. Let's go knight c5. Okay. So he played king f7. Okay. Now, what about my genius idea? Nothing much. b4 a4. f4 maybe, yeah. Maybe f4. There's probably nothing much, but let's try that. Let's try that. Yeah, this is what I said. This is what I said, and now this move. And now this move. Okay, it looks interesting, yeah. What is this? f6. Wow. f6, f6. Just take on d5. Just take on d5. Queen f5. Okay, we can try that. We can try that. Definitely. Seems to me I like a win a pawn now. Might be 7. That's a pawn. Okay. Okay, so let's go castle. Okay, so now what? 95. Knight c5 or knight e5? I don't know. I have knight e4 here also. That also looks good. Knight e4, knight e5. I have plenty of moves here. Knight e5, rook. Yeah, knight e5 seems to be good. Knight e5, just pin that. Pin that rook. Okay, here rook takes d5. I think it's very good for me. Okay. I don't know what he can do now. I think Shafkat losing now. Yeah. It's not like a good idea. Yeah, queen d7 I know, but I know queen d3, so just winning a rook. h5, interesting. Now what? e4 maybe. Maybe e4, yeah. Maybe for idea. Let's try that. Let's try for idea. Okay. d6. Yeah, but you lost the bishop. What's the point of that? You lost the bishop. I think you should play rook c8. That was the only move I think for you, human tornado. But then I can take knight b5, and you cannot take on c6 with the bishop because knight d6 and you lost quality. So I think anyway it's losing, yes. Even if you play rook c8. Thank you, human tornado. Shafkat also resigned. Thank you, Shafkat. 6 wins from now. Sox Gambit also resigned. Thank you, Sox Gambit. So Catface, Tyadet and Krieger. So 6 wins and 3 remaining. Yeah, 3 remaining and 6 wins. f5. Wow, that move. I didn't expect this. What is this? b5. Wow. Interesting. Yeah, that's an interesting move. Bishop f6 not works, unfortunately. Would be fine for me, but he have bishop a3 here. That's not good. Rook c2 maybe. Maybe rook c2, I don't know. Maybe rook c2 looks fine. Yes. Maybe rook c2. Maybe not. Maybe just bishop e1. Bishop e1. Bishop d2. What about bishop d2? Bishop d2. Yeah, bishop d2 I like. I like bishop d2. Let's try bishop d2. I like that more. Let's try that. Okay, he played bishop f5. This is what I expected, of course. And now what? Now we have to be extremely careful. Bishop h6 move. Bishop h6 move. Bishop h6, bishop g4, rook g3, bishop h5, rook g7, king h8. It looks like I lose a piece in that line. Yes. G7, king g7, rook g3, bishop h6, Okay, what else I can play? Get the pawn, so I must probe the pawn. Bishop h6, bishop g4. Rook g3. I can play rook g3, definitely. I can back pawn, yeah? Right? Yeah. Rook g3, yeah. He can play maybe g5, but I'm not so sure that's a good move for him. Now it's only question bishop h6 or rook g3. Bishop h6 I don't like because bishop g4, honestly. And my rook hang and my bishop, my knight hang. Rook g3. No. No. Definitely no. Bishop h6, bishop g4. Bishop, rook, g3. Yeah, this is difficult. Okay, let me see the other games. Bishop a3, I see. Bishop a3, okay. Maybe I can go rook c6 now. I like that move. Let's try that. Okay, so bishop f5 here. Okay, tie that by bishop b7. That's nice. Now what can I do now? Yes. Queen c2 maybe. Yes, queen c2 95. Let's go 95. Okay, so rook g3. That move annoying me, rook g3. I hate that move. First I was thinking about bishop h6. That was my previous idea, but obviously I can't play that, huh? Because can I or not? I don't know. I don't have any tempo, nothing. Bishop h6, bishop g4, rook g3, bishop h5, bishop g7, bishop g7. What if I play bishop g7? You can move the rook. You can move the rook for sure.
Draw?
Krieger offered me a draw. Let me think about. Okay, bishop b2, bishop b3 maybe now. Let's play that. Look like
Draw.
Bishop f5, yeah. That's the game.
Draw.
Wait a second. Bishop h6. Bishop g4. Bishop g3. Bishop h5. Bishop g7. Bishop g7. It's complicated. It's complicated. Very complicated. Rook g3, g5, h4. h4, g5, h4, g4. g5. Okay, I will accept the draw. I don't know actually which line is better here. Probably rook g3 I have to play, but I will accept the draw. Thank you. Okay, cat face play. Cat face play. Thank you, Krieger. See you next time.
Draw. Draw. Draw.
e5, I see. e5. Okay, what can I do now? f5. Or take a pawn. Take a pawn. I can play rook a6 here. Rook a6 here. Rook a6, I think I'm winning a pawn. Yeah, I think I'm winning a pawn. Rook a6. Definitely. I can take on e5. No, I can just win a pawn now. Yeah, rook a6. That's definitely winning a pawn, I think. I hope I didn't get any mistake. Okay. Okay, 94. Okay, tied. No problem. You don't have to stop. We are still in a game. Okay, so yeah, I think I have to take the bishop. Just take the bishop first. Yeah, bishop d4, that's only move. That's only move. The problem is I can take that. That's the problem. For cat face. And I think I'm winning now. I guess. Maybe I'm wrong, but yes, that move, and now I can go king d3, just block that pawn. Yeah, I think this endgame is winning for me now, because the pawn is weak on d4 and my rook stayed wonderful. Rook is very Is YouTube works well, Tided? Bishop b5 or knight d7. The question, probably knight d7 first. Let's play that. King e7. Okay. King e7. But rook a5, huh? Seems to me like a pawn. Queen d7, okay. So now seems to me I don't have so much here. Yeah, I don't have so much here. Cat face resign. Okay, thank you, cat face. Okay, so now, yeah, probably I will offer a draw in this game because this is quite equal position. Thank you, Tadet. So the simul is finished. 7 wins and 2 draws. Thank you guys joining my simul. I hope next week you can join again Wednesday, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. European Time. And mate or die, I see in our history, you said in the history it's our game, so I offer you to play game again. So why you didn't accept it, I don't know, but thank you Dad, and thank you all, and thank you join all in my simul, and see you next week, just like I said, Wednesday 1 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. European Time. Thank you all and goodbye.